And now for a look back at this week aboard the International Space Station. NASA observed the Labor Day holiday on Monday, so the busy week was kicked off on Tuesday. On Tuesday, flight engineers Sunny Williams and Aki Hoshide, who spent the weekend studying revised procedures and fabricating an array of new tools, finished configuring the Quest airlock for a spacewalk that was to be done on Wednesday to complete the installation of a spare main bus switching unit. The main bus switching unit is a boxy 220-pound component that relays power from the station's solar arrays to its systems. Also on Tuesday, flight engineer Joe Akaba, who was on hand to the spacewalkers on a Wednesday from within the station using the Canada Arm 2, the robotic arm. He had teamed up with Hoshide to review the robotics choreography of that spacewalk. Later on Tuesday, Akaba, Hoshide, and Williams ran through the spacewalk procedures again and afterward had participated in a conference call with spacewalk specialists on the ground for one final review. Meanwhile, on Tuesday, Commander Gennady Padalka and flight engineer Sergei Revin spent some time preparing for their departure from the station. Padalka, Revin, and Akaba are scheduled to return to Earth September 16 aboard their Soyuz TMA-04M spacecraft after 4 months in space, marking the end of Expedition 32 and the start of Expedition 33 under the command of Williams. Then on Wednesday, Expedition 32 spacewalkers Sunny Williams and Aki Hoshide completed a 6-hour, 28-minute spacewalk. It was the sixth spacewalk for Williams, totaling 44 hours, 2 minutes, and the second for Hoshide, totaling 14 hours and 45 minutes. Williams had also on Wednesday set a world record for female spacewalk time. She now holds the record for total cumulative spacewalk time by a female astronaut, passing Peggy Whitson's record just over 2 hours in that excursion. Williams and Hoshide successfully installed a replacement main bus switching unit after cleaning and lubricating the power relay unit's bolts and post. The main bus switching unit is now routing power from the space station's solar arrays to components of the orbiting laboratory. Also on Wednesday, the spacewalking duo had successfully removed and replaced a camera on the space station's Canada Arm 2 robotic arm. It was the 165th spacewalk in support of International Space Station assembly and maintenance, totaling 1,042 hours, 23 minutes, and the 122nd spacewalk out of station airlocks. Then on Thursday, the Expedition 32 crew members had a light duty day aboard the International Space Station following that successful spacewalk on Wednesday. Following their successful excursion, Williams and Hoshide performed a variety of post-spacewalk duties on Thursday. That also included cleaning their spacesuits to prepare them for long-term stowage and stowing equipment used during the spacewalk. Williams and Hoshide were also joined by flight engineer Joe Akaba to participate in a post-spacewalk debriefing with the ground controllers. Then on Thursday, working in the U.S. Destiny Laboratory, Akaba had removed the secondary power distribution assembly jumper and removed and replaced the failed remote power control module. He also performed some maintenance on the station's water recovery system, which supplies the crew with clean, recycled water. Then today on Friday, Akaba is busy today using the environmental health system earlier this morning with the surface sample kit to take surface samples for microbial analysis. He had a few medical experiments using the ultrasound scan equipment and also performed a Sokol suit leak check with Padalka and Revin in advance of his landing on the 16th. Akaba also spent some time to remove the lab truss contingency jumper and later has a training session to review procedures for the H2 transfer vehicle. This is the Japanese cargo ship, the unberthing of that vehicle. And today, Sunny Williams is working to remove tools from the spacesuits that were worn during Wednesday's spacewalk. She also has a hand pass with Germany. Then will work to swap the spacesuits that were worn on Wednesday with the spare spacesuits, and also scrub the water loops in the two spare spacesuits, and stow the spacewalk tools that were used during Wednesday's spacewalk. Meanwhile, today, Aki Hoshide had charged the batteries for the integrated cardiovascular experiment. He also performed some medical experiments and assisted Akaba in the ultrasound scans today. He also activated components of the multi-purpose small payload rack that includes the aquatic habitat, and is also assisting Williams in stowing the spacewalk tools and participating in the procedures for the unberthing of the upcoming unberthing of the H-2 transfer vehicle. Each of the crew members will put in their daily 2 hours of exercise using their onboard gym equipment that includes a station bicycle, a treadmill, and an advanced resistive exercise device. They will then participate in a final daily planning conference with ground controllers around the world. The crew is then scheduled to go to bed at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. This is Mission Control Houston.